right, hey there. I found another place to sit, just a nice little log to sit on. And I wanted to, actually, I got up here to get away. There was a lot of ruckus going on in my home. And so I thought about you, first of all, because I thought, well, there may be times in your life when somebody has come into your life. Maybe it's someone you work with. Maybe it's a roommate or someone in the same building, apartment complex where you're at, or maybe it's somebody in an organization that you're in uh, that just seems to say things that just rub you the wrong way. They seem to come at things in a really negative manner, um, and you feel yourself starting to bubble. I know there's times when you're like, man, it gets to the point where you want to just lash back out. And I wanted to share with you some things I learned from someone that I've been practicing that work really well for me. Well, one is getting away. That's a good one. If you have time to just leave, it works perfectly. But if they keep going, I found that the best way to handle it is to just say, you may be right. That's it. Because it immediately stops them in the tracks. Because what they're looking for, it may not even be consciously, but what they're used to is a dance. This is a dance, my friend. And I'll tell you straight up, my first marriage, I was very young and it was very abusive. And it was every abuse that was in that marriage. And I didn't understand it then. And it took a long time for me not just to get out, to have the strength to get out, but to continue to learn and grow and understand that there are sentences and there are things that abusers use, manipulative sentences and sentences that try to get us engaged. And the engagement they want is a negative battle, and it's something that they're used to. And some of those I've learned have a B mentality. And if you haven't heard of B mentality, it's not B like buzzing bee, but ABC. It's a B mentality where there were certain psychological and emotional advancements that they needed to make in their childhood, and they didn't get those. Somebody didn't say to them or give to them what they needed, or they perceived it in such a way that they missed out on certain things. And so they feel like they are still in about a 4-year-old mentality. Well, a 4-year-old believes that the world really revolves around them. They haven't actually grasped at the fact that there's other people out there working and having their lives and stuff like that. So you'll run into those people in every walk of your life. And you can choose. You don't have to be rude. And I've learned that after trying to be too nice and actually felt bad about walking away or just saying you may be right, I would try to stay in it. And what would happen is I would get sucked in. And then I would end up not feeling good about myself because I would say things that weren't true to myself and that I didn't feel good about. So anyway, I hope that helps you today to be able to step away, just walk away. If they're actually, like, if they do if they get really rude and obnoxious and they're actually raising their voice, it's okay to walk away. And it's okay to put your hand up, because the reality is there's energy that they're also slinging at you that you don't deserve. And it's okay to say. And you're still a nice person to say, you may be right, but I gotta go. Talk to you later, or whatever, just to get out of the picture and get away from it. And another thing I like to do on my way away, I'm walking away, and I busily say, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because the reality is, I don't want them to continue to send negative energy my way. So when you're grateful, somehow it deflects that negative energy so you don't have it coming into you. So some of this may sound really strange to you, but those are things that have worked for me, and I continue to grow in my strength, and I continue to realize. So if I get a little bit of a nudge going on inside, a little bit of chaos or some feelings of negativity coming up inside, I can say, wait a minute, what am I feeling right now and what's going on? And the reality is, if as soon as I say you may be right, it immediately, it's like tennis, I've hit it back into the other court, and it's no longer my issue. And I guess there's times when you could say, hey, you may be right, and I might want to think on what they've said. But most of the time, people that are saying negative things are, like I like to say, spewing. you you don't have to take it, and most often they're not even They're usually, if you think about it, they aren't even legitimate. It's like someone coming in to something that's been going on a while and acting as if they've been there the whole time when they really haven't scoped out, and again, they're looking at it from their perception. So you deserve to be treated like a queen or king that you are. There's majestic within you, and I believe in you, and I think you deserve the very best that life has to give you, and that even means taking care of yourself. So I wish that for you, and if you want to know more about taking care of yourself, uncovering that majestic that is within you, or seeking the purpose that you have, check me out on majesticmastery.com. I would love to see you there. And you can also look me up on Facebook, Lori Sue Nathurda. And I look forward to seeing you there too. We'll talk to you again.